No! What the? No! Life! Life! Do you think you're gonna take the truth? Huh? Oh! Oh yeah? Yes, you ready? You ready? Come! Oh, you ready for that one? Boom! No! No! They're everywhere! They're nowhere! They're hidden! Away! Trying to hide from the truth! You think I can't find you, huh? Huh? Hide from the truth, will ya? I see you! There we go! That's how I'll acknowledge my one subscriber. If I have another one, I'll put you on the wall. You'll be right there, idiot. Hello, Manitruth here. Back here for another video about the truth. I have watched many videos, many movies, many horrible things. I've watched things like The Amazing Bulk, Cool Cat Saves the Kids. I have watched even the horrible. I can't say its name. We made an agreement. I made an agreement with them. I will not mention them again. As long as they don't mention me, I won't mention them again, ever again. No. The point is, I have watched many horrible atrocities. And in case you forgot, because you're an idiot, remember last time? Remember that video I made a while back where I watched YouTube and I stumbled upon this movie called Finding Jesus? I decided to watch it. That's it. That's the video today. What else do you want from me? It's literally in the title of this video. I don't know why you would be like so confused. Like, what are we going to be doing today, Manitruth? What are we going to be doing today? Why don't you read? Just read. Use your stupid eyeballs or your ears or your head. I read with my nose. Like, okay, that's a nice title you got right there. The title tastes pretty good. See that? That's like how you become a real person of truth. Maybe you should start doing that every now and then. Oh, by the way, apparently this shit still sucks. Apparently my recommendation page is just made a complete trash. Like, look at this stuff. Who would ever watch this? What the hell is that? It's over. Yeah, it's over. It's over your face. And as any of you will remember, on that fateful day, September 9th, 2024. How naive I was. Expecting the days of these horrible atrocities that people would put on their screens. These horrible things. Like if I was just scrolling, through the internet, through the TV, through the channels, through my DVDs. If I found something like this just started playing on my screen, my TV screen, I would probably have to destroy my computer, my DVD player, my cable box. Everything involved. I tear out all my Ethernet cables. I destroy all the conduit in my walls. I tear out the plugs, the TV. I never use any of this again. It would be cursed with atrocities beyond your comprehension. Luckily, I use the truth, so it's fine. Just be careful out there, everyone. The lies are out there. Let's just get over and watch this cancer. Ew! Wow, now, entertainment work. Wow, never! Get out of here! I'm gonna use the same joke I'm pretty sure I used last time. A good thing my dislike is still there. Ew! Someone took a shit in the water and tried to film it. Why would you shit?
It's a beautiful underwater day in the ocean.
It clearly isn't,
and
narrator.
Fish muggle.
Ew!
With his
Jeez, they're like assaulting you.
For yummy algae.
Joy, I can't think of anyone better to search for algae than
What is with their faces? What is wrong with these people?
What could possibly be better than doing what you were born to do?
Born to do.
Friend in the whole world by your side. Nothing.
It's fantastic. Even freaking. Where's Papyrus when you need him to smack the shit out of them with these horrible puns?
He leads his school of fish and sea creatures.
Oh my goodness, what is wrong with this guy?
Caring Fen. and he's always happy to see his
He
small
looks like a
youngest
predator.
fish, Muggles
Like a child
and
predator.
Joy.
Muggle!
Muggle!
Joy!
Ew!
What a wonderful day we're having!
Is the actor even trying?
And the sun's lighting up the ocean surface like a million jewels.
Oh!
Love days like today.
So do we, Professor Sharp.
I sure don't! Stop!
Jesus sure has blessed us
I
with
sure
lives
don't.
in such a beautiful underwater universe.
What?
You little fish sure have your minds in the right place.
No, they don't. They should be focusing on the truth and put on a mask because they're disgusting. Ew!
Really? But we're still so young.
You're
How
like
could
12.
Joy and I
Grow
possibly
up.
teach anyone anything of value, especially older, bigger fish?
Older, bigger fish. Oh, wow.
Easy. By not losing sight of the simple blessings Jesus has bestowed upon
Jesus?
us, like this great
What the hell did Jesus bestow upon you? Why the hell would you go and find Jesus in the water? You know he's rather adverse with the water, right? He hates the water so much that he'd rather stand on it. That's right. Jesus would rather defy all logic than go and take a swim like a normal person. That's how much he hates the ocean. I met him just yesterday. I asked him, hey, what do you think about the ocean? He was like, ugh. I thought, that's right. Put on a mask, you idiot.
We don't quit.
I gotta keep this turned down. My ears are gonna fall out my chin if I keep playing this loud. Oh, look at this thing. Look at that thing. Imagine you woke up. Ew!
It's Scary Henry.
Scary Henry.
Scary Henry.
Yes, Scary Henry.
Oh no.
You know, he's always had a bad reputation.
What is he, an atheist?
But lately it's been getting even worse. It seems Henry is unhappy.
Oh no.
But we're not sure why he's
That is like the same shot they've been using for like the last 50 years. Why do they keep using it over and over again? I just saw that shot. They just keep doing it. It's like they just took one video of this ugly, stupid fish yapping its trap. It was like, yep, that's all we need. Look at that.
I'm Scary Henry and try to talk some sense into him.
No.
No one should isolate themselves when they're feeling down.
I do that all the time. Every day.
Get right on it, Professor. Yeah.
Don't you ever call him a professor. A professor of lies!
In Jesus' name.
Don't you ever do anything in Jesus' name. You should be doing it in the name of the truth. You gonna do anything? You just stayed in there. Ew! I would be terrified if I saw these two cretins come up to me.
Around the reef in a while. How are you doing?
Hope you're following along. See, apparently this crab's depressed and now they're going to go see him and like talk to him because he's sad or something. As if this abomination or the other abomination would somehow make you feel better. Imagine he's seeing this in the morning. Ew! Get away! I'm trying to make a point! Imagine seeing that abomination in the morning. Look at that. Imagine you saw this. You're in the ocean, you see this coming up to you. You know, that little thing? Imagine you look at your reflection. Imagine you see this. Imagine you see your reflection, you see this. This is what's looking back at you. How about, then you look out away from the water, you're like, I want to hear about Jesus. The weird thing is, he doesn't look that down. He looks pretty happy.
She's an old fish, and she's been swimming around these waters for a long time.
That's great. These people look like cult leaders. Look at their soulless, dead eyes. There's no thoughts behind them. You can tell. Look at that empty stare.
I hate it when that happens.
I hate it when you talk or exist.
Joy, Muggles.
What the? That was not the voice I was expecting that thing to have.
My, how you've both grown.
Have they?
You were both hatchlings the last time I saw you.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It does
Shut
indeed.
up.
It sounds like this friend could use a lesson in gratitude.
Gratitude?
Yes.
Jeez, she sounds like she's about to torture somebody.
Giving thanks.
Oh my goodness.
Exercising regular gratitude to God can work wonders in our lives.
Gratitude to God? God's not gonna give you anything. You're a bunch of dumb fish.
Thank Jesus for everything.
At times like this,
I didn't thank Jesus for
it's
shit.
never
Because he never gave me anything. I walked up to him the other day. I was like, hey, Jesus, how you doing, you idiot? And he's like, and I'm like, wait.
I will give thanks.
And that was the end of the interaction.
Jesus is never out of sight. When his
Clearly,
children
when
call
your
him,
abominations are
he
around,
will
if I was
answer.
Jesus, I stay away from all of you.
Always.
What the hell is that? That looks like semen.
Thanks to Mrs. Wadley's words, Muggles and Joy return to Scary Henry.
The art style is completely atrocious. I don't know why anyone would conceive of this. The characters do nothing but the same thing over and over again. They do nothing else different. They just stare. They're like... Every time! Every time! That is literally how they are. They're just like... And when they talk, they're like this. Every time!
Tabs for Father's Day should be part of it.
No!
Subject-centering technology puts all the big moments front and center.
Big moments.
JBL Tour 1 M3
Like skipping this.
come with the smart
So
TX
go back,
transmitter.
finding Jesus.
Think any better?
Ew!
So, Henry,
Oh!
Mrs. Whiteley, and she let us know that through Jesus, all things are possible. That no matter what we're facing, faith in Him and praise to Him and thanks to Him will return His love to us. And as a result, make our hearts. Wow, Joy, you said that so well.
No, she didn't!
No, I'm a little more inspired just hearing that.
Well, then,
How?
this too. I will recount all of His wonderful deeds. And
Like
he's
what?
got some serious wonderful deeds, if you think about
Deeds?
it. Just look around.
More like depth.
Smile, I see a smile. Oh, that's
He's been smiling this whole time.
all in a day's work in the ocean. We
Ew.
didn't do anything, Henry. It was all Jesus' doing. It
No, it-
always is.
No, it wasn't. Y'all are the ones who flew over there.
Return to the reef to see
Why is he
Professor
looking
Shaw
like that?
and
Were you able to find Scary Henry?
We sure were, Professor. And he's more like happy, Henry.
Really?
That is the worst pun I have ever heard. Someone should murder this child. And this person right here. Look at that thing.
Mrs.
Ew!
Here we go, Joy. Let's go, Muggles. Woohoo!
Jeez. I hope they get eaten by a whale. You're an elephant. What the hell is that? Is that cum?
It's a beautiful day in the ocean.
Why is this playing like an episodic series?
Best friend, Joy.
It just like switched over for no reason. Like it just cuts out.
Joy, I have a lot of fun with a lot of fishes, but you're by far my best friend in the whole ocean.
Just kiss already, you freaking losers!
On our coral reef, nearly half as cool as you. Well, of course I'm cool. I'm an ocean fish. My body temperature hovers around 37 degrees Celsius.
Ooh! 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 Ooh!
Lo and behold, it's Professor Shark, who
Oh no, not again!
We're glad to be back, Professor.
Y'all did nothing, y'all just swam in the ocean for like 5 minutes, y'all just went and just came back.
Marlowe the swordfish? What tangle can he possibly have that he can't cut himself free from?
Taxes. Why is his... That's not funny!
Paying attention.
That's called a natural disaster, you insensitive prick!
And as we
Get away from me!
He can't breathe. And if he can't breathe, well,
Oh,
He dies, yes. Death exists. Did you not know that? There's a lot of death in the Bible. How do you not know what death is? Just tell him, say he dies. Look at that face. He clearly knows, they clearly know death, because they don't know life. Look at them. You look at me, Professor Shark. You come back here right now. You come back here. Look at me, Mr. Professor Shark. You look at me and you look at me in the eyes and you tell me, you look at me in the eyes right now. You look at the man of truth in the eyes and you tell me that these horrible, horrible abominations don't know death. Look at those eyes. There's clearly no life in them. Look at that one. Professor Shark, you know the truth.
You know the importance of friendship, don't you?
You don't know the importance of a good face. Because you're all disgusting.
Is it?
Love and friendship are the glue that holds our world together, George.
No, it's not. That's called the truth.
Importantly, they're gifts from Jesus to be cherished and honored.
No!
Muggles enjoy swim like never before.
Clearly not. They're swimming the exact same way as they did all the time. Look at their smiling, goofy-ass faces. And look at the only difference now is that they have bubbles behind them. And that's just because they're farting. Not because they're swimming faster. They have no sense of urgency at all. Or truth. Ew! Ew!
Yes, he did. He freed himself from that seaweed. You should
From
have
the
seen
seaweed.
it. It was amazing.
We came as fast as we could. How did he get free?
He's so
They are liars!
He is
Don't
a
believe them!
fish, you know.
Liar! 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 Y'all didn't swim any faster as usual. Y'all just farted and make it look like, oh, look at me, I'm going fast. But really, you're just going...
There's a lot of power into that body of his.
Stop expressing so much lust, Joy, you disgusting pervert.
Ah!
Shut up! That wasn't funny. What the hell is that? Looks like a decayed animal. No! Let it fart at me!
To meet their friend Marlowe.
No, why?
The breaking waves, you're okay.
Think they're breaking waves.
As we could.
No, you didn't! Marlo, they're liars! They are liars! They did not swim that fast. They were taking a sweet time.
Wow. I've never had friends who risked their lives for me before.
They didn't risk their lives, Marlo! They're liars! Can't you see it in their eyes? They swam super slow. They took like 28 years to get here and just farted in the ocean the entire time!
Oh, but I have a reward for you. Follow
Oh
me.
no. Where are we going? What the hell is that?
Marlowe, Muggles and Joy have found an algae bed that stretches.
Oh
as
no!
far as their-
No! It farted again! Why is there so much farting in this movie?
I've never seen an algae bed like this in all my life.
All too
This is a dump! Oh no. Oh! What? Why is ChatGPT trying to haunt me? You failed! The truth! We're only a third of the way in.
We ended up finding it anyway.
Funny how that works, isn't it?
That's not that funny, Marlo.
Mysterious ways.
Why are you such a dick?
You know, you remind me of David and Jonathan from the Bible.
What?
Well, in the Old Testament's book of Samuel, it says, after David had finished talking with Saul, he met Jonathan.
No, he didn't. I explained this when I already watched this part earlier. He didn't meet with Jonathan or whatever. I met David myself, and I just told him, get back to work. That's all I told him. And it's not talking about Saul, because Saul's crazy, and he's going to saw you in half if you keep talking to him. Who was Jonathan, you may be wondering? Well, we're about to find out.
The king's son.
Imaginary friend, that's what it's called.
Between them, for Jonathan loved David. From that day on,
Yeah.
Saul kept
Uh-huh.
with him and wouldn't let him return home. And Jonathan made a solemn
Yeah, that's why I told you to stop talking with Saul.
him as he loved himself.
Wow, that sounds like some friendship.
Sounds like gay.
Jonathan included Jonathan giving David the clothes off
It's
his
called
back.
being gay. Learn it. Except it wasn't. Because Jonathan didn't exist. He was made up. Like David. Because David was an idiot.
Told Jonathan about his fears that Saul wanted him dead.
Yeah, what a surprise. You keep talking with Saul, you keep yapping, and you start having gay sex with your imaginary friend Jonathan, and guess what? Saul's gonna be like, boo, 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 boo.
Wow.
Maybe
Wow, indeed. Yeah, wow, indeed.
learn a lot of lessons from the Bible.
No, you don't. You don't learn anything from that book. I read it cover to cover, side to side, top to bottom. It's all a bunch of butt.
For baby fish.
It's just a big butt. I opened the 32nd page, there was a butt. I opened the 48th page. Guess what? Guess what was there? A butt. Open page 364. Guess what? A butt. That's all they did. They just drew a bunch of butts. They called it a book.
Yes, Professor Shark.
Shut up!
I had a feeling he'd be okay.
So you sent these kids out
Is one tough.
for no reason, Professor Shark, huh? Sounds to me like you wanted them dead. Maybe there is a comparison between David, Jonathan, and Saul. That's Saul right there. There's Saul. He's right there. He's gonna kill them. Oh, David, Jonathan, David, talk to your gay friend Jonathan, your made-up imaginary friend. Saul's right there. David, see it? There's Jonathan, your imaginary friend, and there's Saul. He's that's Saul. It's going. Ew. Oh. Why they fart? You're not doing anything. You're just farting in the ocean again.
Here's Professor Shark.
Oh, Professor Shark again. I like how the narrator keeps introducing them in the exact same way. He keeps saying hello to them in the exact same way. It's almost like he's insane. Like Saul.
Patty, the whale told us about a brand new bed where amazing algae grows.
Oh!
She came across it when she was singing one morning and thought of us.
And when we saw it, we realized there was so much fluffy algae.
Oh!
We just had to
Muggles and Joy run into their friend Fizzy.
Fizzy?
Hi, Fizzy.
Ew! What the hell is that thing? Why would you ever want to talk to that? I feel like every living thing is being insulted by the existence of Fizzy. Every person alive today, like, this just feels like an insult to all of them. Just like, look at me, I'm Fizzy, you're terrible. That's what Fizzy is. The only thing that deserves to be destroyed more than Fizzy is Joy, and maybe Muggles, because he looks like a rotten potato chip.
We should do something nice for Patty. She showed us the new algae bed without asking a thing in return.
Right. But what can two tiny fish like us do for a big old whale like Patty?
You can die.
Call her that, Muggles. She's a girl, you know.
Is that sexism I hear? I knew you were up to no good, Fizzy! You horrible atrocity! What is with your house? Who is your architect? What the hell is that? Is that a metal butt?
You're not ready for it.
I am ready for it. I'm already ready. Let me see it. You dare say I'm not ready for this? What is it? Oh, you show me your butthole again? Oh, is that your grandmother? Yeah, she's not as good as she used to look, is she? Yeah, that's what happens when you're 80 years old.
Muggles and Joy prepared a gift that their beloved whale
Ew!
will not soon forget. A yummy seabed littered with plump crustaceans. A big whale's favorite treat.
Crustaceans are my favorite. Thanks, you guys.
They're feeding her crustaceans? Wasn't that guy, Scary Henry or whatever, wasn't he a crustacean? Doesn't that mean they're feeding her his own kind? What is wrong with these people? This is what happens when you have no truth in your life. This is what happens. You become this kind of thing. You want that. A giant dildo, or a deflated water balloon, or a rotten potato chip, and oh, goodness, and you fart all over the screen like a freaking degenerate, like this guy, or this thing, or whatever the hell Mr. Shark is supposed to be. Look at him, he looks like a freaking butt plug, and you shove it up your butt, and bam, and then you're like, you take the butt plug right, and you shove it up your nose instead. That's Mr. Shark. Let me see Mr. Shark.
See, God created us to be good to one another. And when we exercise His plan, we feel better about ourselves.
I certainly don't. I made your God myself. Can your God do this? Can you do this? You know why? You know why they can't? Because you're looking at the truth. This is the truth being told to you. Oh, you've never seen anything quite like this, have you? Now turn around, and what you will see before you are lies. Or at least their butts.
Time to serve, Joy.
Shut up. Ew. Ew. Why is this movie so full of farting? Every time they want to make a transition, the only thing they can think of is to just fart at the viewer. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? Huh? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine every time I cut to another thing, I just go,
Do you think Professor Shark will be upset that we're coming back without having done our homework?
you have homework? What do you have homework for? Behold, here he is, Mr. Shark. He's back again. There he is, Mr. Shark. Are you happy to see him? Are you happy to hear him? I'm not.
Other students informed me that they observed you playing in the open water. I'm so disappointed that you two decided to lie to me about your day.
Oh boy, you guys are in trouble now. So because they're liars, they decide to lie to Professor Shark. Because they're liars. They literally just lie to him. For no reason. They could have just said they were jacking off in the ocean or something. But instead, they just lie to him. And say like, oh no, Professor Shark, we did all our homework. And he's like, no you didn't. I saw you didn't do it. And then like, no, Professor Shark, please. Please don't kill us. And Professor Shark's all like... Unfortunately for us, Professor Shark's an idiot, and he didn't do anything about it. If I was there, I would know exactly what to do. I would do the most sensible, truthful thing you could do. Kill them, Professor Shark! Kill them! Kill them! Kill them all! Kill them with your shark teeth! Like that. Right at them. Ew! What is that?
About you guys lying to Professor Shark?
Yeah, they lied to Professor Shark. You know who else lies in this movie? Everyone else!
Boy, what the book of Timothy teaches us.
What does Timothy want? You know, speaking of Timothy, I hate Timothy! You know who Timothy was? I want you to guess. I knew Timothy. I want you to guess. This so-called Timothy person who said these things to people and wrote it in his book of butts. You can hear Finding Jesus, right? That way you can know what a lie sounds like. So that way when you have a good idea, like, oh, that's probably what Man of Truth's talking about. That's probably what he means about Timothy or whatever. And then you hear Finding Jesus, you hear that. You're like, oh, that sounds too similar to my thoughts. I should probably disown it. Because it's a lie. Everything you've been told is a lie. Back in 1874 BCE, Timothy was the first person who decided to perform an ear surgery on a donkey. The donkey did not give him consent. The donkey was just there, being a donkey, you know? You know what donkeys do? They just go... Timothy assaulted him and performed an ear surgery without consent on that donkey. I want you to think about that next time someone's telling about Timothy. Next time you're hearing these stories on these movies or these books, these podcasts, or anywhere else, I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that donkey. Let me tell you, he wasn't dancing and singing after that. No, he wasn't. He wasn't. Because he died from tetanus. Get yourselves checked out, people. Come on, tetanus is serious. What the hell is that? This is literally the most racist thing I think I've ever seen. I know I said fizzy was seemingly offensive to literally everything in existence. However, this thing is somehow more offensive. Yeah, it was wrong. This is wrong. Why would you make that? And this? What? Let's get studying inside the butthole. Ew, why are they farting in the ocean again?
Professor Shark and admit all they've learned about moral purity and clear conscience.
This was the arc of this movie. They lied and they didn't get killed for it, which they should have because they're liars.
Muggles, we did it! All of us fish banded together today and found ourselves a...
Oh no, they're unionizing.
Professor Shark.
Oh no, not Professor Shark again. Get out of here.
He guides his fish through troubles with faith and grace.
No, he doesn't. Look at this, those dead eyes of theirs. Doesn't look like there's any knowledge in those empty brains, those empty skulls. Tell me, Professor Shark. You tell me. Does it look like you? Tell me, Professor Shark. Is there any life in those eyes? Any knowledge? Any aspirations? You tell me, Mr. Shark. Any ambition? Huh? Huh? You see ambition in those eyes? I'd like to know where you're seeing that. Sunday class? Oh no, they're going to Sunday school! So after a disaster happens off screen, these two losers decide to re-engage Sunday school or something, fart on the screen, to go see someone who lost their boat or their bed or something, I don't know. I'm not even kidding. What the hell is that?
Okay.
He's feeling down right now, but
That looks like a racial stereotype. That looks like John Adams. What is he doing in this movie? Why would he be here? Get out of here! What? Are they gonna fight?
And Joyce went out to see their good friend Bootcakes the Manta Ray.
I would kill Bouquet. Ew!
Cakes, we're so sorry to hear about your seabed.
Yeah, I lost everything. I lost everything. My house, my wife, my kids, my pet, my life, my work. I lost everything. I lost everything in my life.
Who's ready to hatch some cool tech?
No!
We can always count on Jesus no matter what.
Through good times and bad.
They counted on Jesus there. Where is his seabed? He counted on Jesus to protect the seabed or something, and now he's dead. He lost his house. Oh, come on, cheer up. I didn't lose my house in this disaster. And so I don't see what you're complaining about, you whiny bitch.
Well, as Jeremiah 8:4 tells us,
Don't you ever quote Jeremiah. Jeremiah was a deranged lunatic who worked in the back of the slums and freaking clubs and smoked crack off the butthole of a guy named Jones. I don't know who Jones even was. Don't talk about Proverbs. That's just the name Jeremiah gave to his dick.
Don't stand around being sad. Some action will make you feel better. And it's also the best way to honor Jesus.
This is like the worst advice you could be giving to someone. He needs a house. Running around doing action like that ain't gonna do shit for your mortgage.
you see, Bootcakes?
So I guess they found Bootcakes' new house. Thanks to Jesus. This movie is a movie about nothing. There's literally nothing of substance that happens in it. Nothing happens in this movie. Nothing happens. Don't you understand? Look at me. Look into the eyes of the truth. I've been watching this for over almost 2 hours. Muggles and Joy. They returned. Let's see. Professor Shark. They're back. They're back to Professor Shark. Professor Shark is back. How'd it go, guys?
Bootcakes find a new seabed.
We stole a house and gave it to the manta ray.
Awesome! A dozen new manta rays came to check it out. And there was room for all of
Oh, good. They can have an orgy, just like God intended.
This is what the Lord says. You know, if a man falls down, he gets up again. And if a man goes the wrong way, he turns around and comes back.
even stronger than before.
Through unshakable faith in Jesus.
Life might knock us down a time or two.
Why? How about you just don't get knocked down? Why don't you just get the truth? Why don't you just get the truth? Then you're never going to be knocked down. You don't have to worry about getting knocked down. I have the truth, and I never get knocked down by anything. Nothing can knock me down, because I have the truth. Nothing in this world can knock me down. I'm knocked down. Oh!
Amen.
Amen. Where's amen? You said there's amen? Don't you know how to use proper grammar?
In the ocean, and little fish muggles and George.
Look at that thing. Look at that thing.
Come on. Let's see what the professor...
That's why pollution was invented.
It's Professor Shark.
It's Professor Shark, he's back! Professor Shark is back! Aren't you excited? It's Professor freaking Shark!
It's Fizzy. She promised Rosie she'd play with her today.
Why would anyone want to play with Fizzy? Just tell Rosie to play with herself. 10 minutes. 10 minutes left. Ow! I'm Rosie, the talking noodle. Nom, 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 nom. Look at my little noodle now.
Well, maybe she just forgot all about me.
I'd forget about you too. If I had to see you. You saw that. Wouldn't you? Go! Get away! You saw that thing right there? Wouldn't you want to forget about it? I sure would.
Knowing Fizzy, there's a million reasons why she didn't show up, Rosie.
Yeah, because she's ugly.
No, she obviously doesn't want to see me. I'm just a little pink fish after all. No, come on, Rosie.
Don't come on, Rosie. Stay, Rosie. Do not go see Fizzy. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Today? No, we talked about playing on Thursday.
Fizzy, today's Thursday.
Goodness, she doesn't know how to read a calendar. Look at those big, giant eyeballs of hers. She should be able to read a calendar. Look at her. She has giant eyeballs. Do you not have a calendar in your house? Do you have a house? What is that thing in the background, huh? Is that your house? Is that where you live? I think not. I don't think it is anymore. Because I am buying it. I'm buying it so I can burn it down to the ground with you inside of it. Because you're just... I told you it wasn't worth it, Rosie. You shouldn't have waited to go see Fizzy. Now look at you. You look just as terrible as before. Except worse, because now you're being accompanied by this horrible thing called Fizzy.
With souls brimming with faith and love for Jesus, Muggles and Joy set out to spread his word far and wide, throughout the sea, to the four corners of the world.
Praise Jesus, Joy.
Always and forever, Muggles.
Woohoo!
That's it. That was it. That was Finding Jesus. Whoever Jason Wright is should not be a writer. And he's the director. The movie sucked. It was horrible. Shut that.